and the chaos begins. Now, I will play this whole battle for you because it really highlights a couple of important aspects about this MMO.
Already we're seeing MMO shenanigans, dude. The ability is blue. The tank ability is blue. Whatever this blue ability over here is blue. This boomerang looking moving thing is blue. Their connection is blue. Blizzard is blue. Fucking lightning ball is blue. Everything is blue. Guys, I'm gonna tell you right now. Rogue is broken. Ranger is broken. That's the balance.
Boys, so after the longest 43-day wait filled with doubt and second guessing as Intrepid remained silent working on this highly anticipated MMORPG, we've finally been relieved, and 2024 has started with one of the most intense live streams we've had so far. And today, I'm going to break down this nearly 2-hour showcase into a neat little package for your smooth brain to absorb. But before we get into that, our beautiful patrons and coped out the wazoo Twitch subs and I would love for you to grab yourself a Kyola, because we were introduced to 3 major showstoppers today. The first is, of course, our beautiful Caravan PvP showcase. The second was the introduction of a large number of external testers for the first time in Alpha 2 history. And lastly,
it's looking so put together.
See how the
this is so cool.
Function on the surface of the water, and you bet your ass I'm gonna be gushing over all of these subjects throughout the remainder of this month. So make sure you're subscribed, goddammit. Now, with all that bollocks out of the way, let's begin, shall we? Okay, so right off the bat, the reminders were nothing special, so we'll gloss over them as usual, because this show...
A lot of armor shot. I mean... I don't know, man. How do I feel about the armor in this game so far? They showed off a really cool one, like the wooden twisty one. That one looks cool, but
showcase was jam-packed with systems and mechanics that I want to get into. We were of course in the Riverlands again this month, showing off the location around the Highwayman Hills between the Winstead and Miraleth nodes. However, this month we were joined by a bunch of Phoenix Initiative backers for Ashes of Creation to help with the showcase. Roughly 40 or 50 players.
What is that in a line in between them?
Were present, and it's nice to finally see some players get into this world. Stephen started off by explaining the premise of the showcase, which is
he's connected to a ranger, and he looks like he has a shield, so he looks like a tank. What's up with that?
As aforementioned Caravan PvP, and as you can see, the raid before our eyes are eagerly waiting to begin their attack. Sitting on the ridge overlooking the incoming caravan, Stephen initiates the attack.
Oh my god, dude. Who has mass invisibility? Or they're all rangers, and they all have invisibility. And is it just a ranger thing, or is it a ranger rogue thing? I thought rogue was supposed to have like the only invisibility, or maybe the only people that can move while they're invisibility. I don't know.
And the chaos begins. Now, I will play this whole battle for you because it really highlights a couple of important aspects about this MMORPG.
Oh my god, dude! Already we're seeing MMO shenanigans, dude. 5 snipe shots from rangers off a fucking cliff to one-shot a dude, bro. The grief is insane.
Open development. Spell effects are still quite egregious, and it was addressed by Stephen as to why. You see, optimization, LOD refinement, spell polish, and just the overall presentation has not been worked on yet. They've said this in the past many times, but Ashes of Creation is in a very functional state, not a playable one. That includes these spells, the textures, the quality of the overall game, and the UI will get polished as the Alpha 2 approaches. But for now, everything is set up so the team can show systems and listen to our feedback to see if they're on the right path. And I think this month, they continued to show that they are indeed moving in the right direction.
I don't think I saw like a proper plate nameplates before this. I don't mind it. It actually, I mean, it looks
moving in the right direction. Once the battle had ended, we were presented with a couple of new mechanics. Firstly, the contents of the caravan being spread across the ground in the form of these crates.
Whoa.
2 types of crates to be exact, a commodities crate as shown by the green symbol and a material crate as shown by the black symbol. And as they demonstrated, you can loot these crates for the items inside, but this is where the system starts to get a little bit more in depth. You see, you get way more materials and profit if you take the unopened crates and sell them whole at a node. This incentivizes 2 important factors. Continuous.
So are those crates packages like Arcade packages? Oh my goodness.
Risk
please.
of having items out in the field, and the push and pull between attackers and defenders trying to win over these rewards. In order to take the crates whole, though, you need to summon a second caravan. This is demonstrated pretty clearly and mimics exactly what we saw during October's caravan stream, except it's actually out in the field instead of in the confines of the node. They explain that the time it takes to summon a caravan out in the field is determined by the distance that they are away from it, and during this whole time, the caravan and the bandits are at risk of being attacked by those defenders again. Whilst they were waiting for their caravan to arrive, they discussed the intent for the progression paths involving the hunting and defending of caravans. However, this is obviously still work in progress. They did tease the ability to see things like peeking inside crates before you open them, or being able to see much smaller segments of enemies' HP, so the whole PvP systems just seem pretty involved overall. When the caravan arrives, Steven displayed the collection mechanic, which really highlights the importance of using a caravan to take these goods back to a node. Overall, the whole UI is extremely intricate and well designed, and I'm quite impressed with the
well designed. I mean, I don't know, we'll say well designed. It looks okay. It seems serviceable. I mean, it looks like this is interesting. Okay, this is cool. Now like, where do they respawn? Can they get the caravan back and then spawn their own caravan to get their items back? Like, where does that? I like how this guy's name is Anduin.
progress they've made in this field. Obviously, the system is inspired a lot by Arcage's open world trade packs, but this particular iteration is quite unique to Ashes of Creation, and therefore has a lot involved both mechanically and balance-wise with every step of this. And it only gets more in-depth from with every
These, I don't know what that blue thing is, but the tank shielding is like straight out of Final Fantasy 14 or whatever. The paladin ability. But does it look good? Do I want it to be blue? Can it be a different color? Does it have to be as obvious? These are the questions.
Step of this.
And then we still don't know what is this in the corner. What is this line in between these guys, Anduin and Angel Cry? What's this line for? And they're picking blue a lot. Everything's blue. Now, understandably, like the titles, the nameplates, and the shields are blue, but it's like the ability is blue. The tank ability is blue. Whatever this blue ability over here is blue. This boomerang looking moving thing is blue. Their connection is blue. Blizzard is blue. Fucking lightning ball is blue. Everything is blue.
Every step of this. And it only gets more in-depth from here. For you see,
another blue ability. Look at it.
Moving.
It's another blue shield.
For you see, moving down the road a little, the team began the process of showing us the land to water transition, and this was absolutely fantastic. Not only is Ashes of Creation featuring insanely well-designed water physics, which we'll talk about in a moment when we touch upon the water current system, but the actual transition itself is extremely immersive and well-designed. It pretty much follows Arcade 1-for-1 again, meaning after a period of time, the caravan slowly deconstructs through a temporary scaffolding, converts to a raft, and then gets dropped into the water. As you can see, the Arcade clip and this clip here, they're pretty much the exact same.
Yeah.
But this is where the fun really starts.
Oh my goodness. So this is like an every time thing though. You go, you do the transition into a boat every time. Question, we don't know yet. Do boats spawn in like they do in Arcade? Shit just fucking comes through a portal and then like it's right in front of you, right? Like, is it gonna be the same, or do we have to do this whole docking thing for boats every time if you're trying to? Like if you have, let's say for example, you have a fishing boat. There's 1000% going to be some sort of fishing boat upgrade in the game, or a specific boat for fishing. So there's gonna be fishing. We're gonna be fishing, getting our fishing trade packs. Do we have to like? How does that work?
During their adventure, the team ran into a bunch of trouble at multiple points, first during the actual building of the raft, second during a choke point whilst on the water, and finally when they landed on a beach to transition back into a land vehicle, they were PvP'd the whole way by that original defending team. And this really highlights the important risk versus reward aspects of this Caravan gameplay loop. But let's put PvP aside for a moment. What I want to briefly mention—
The lightning bolts are blue.
is the water currents, because as you can see, this raft is actually physics based, and the current in this river actually pushes this raft ever so slightly. It's pretty damn interesting, and I'm excited to see the future of the ocean based content. Now, after one final skirmish on the road, the team arrived safely at Miraleth, and Stephen demonstrated the process of offloading the cargo. First, he showed the material crates, which has an interesting real life time-based unpacking mechanic that is currently balanced around real-life days worth of time, whilst also showing us the process of selling commodities to a vendor as well, which is exactly the same as what we saw during that previous Caravan showcase. However, the super interesting part is when they show us the interaction between stolen goods. Stolen goods are what commodities become after the crate has been opened in the field instead of repacked into a caravan to sell whole again. And these stolen goods cannot be sold.
I need that one more time.
Stolen goods are what commodities become after the crate has been opened in the field instead of repacked into a caravan to sell whole again. And these stolen goods cannot be sold to any old vendor. They have a value of 0. Fortunately for Stephen and the team though, the node has a black market vendor, and this allows them to sell stolen goods for a fixed price, concluding the showcase in its entirety. Now, the Q&A segment usually—
That looks so good. Look at this room. Okay. Black market stuff. Give me, Steven, give me black market farms. If you're gonna make households so scarce, okay, and not everyone's gonna have like a house, you know, or a real land plot, give me illegal tree farms, please. Please give me the fat, like just somewhere off in the corner I could go and plant my carrots and trees and whatever the fuck that I want illegally and get it back. Like, please.
The showcase in its entirety. Now, the Q&A segment usually gets skipped in this particular breakdown, but I really didn't want to skip it this month because of the importance of this system. Unfortunately though, all the questions were concerns around balance related to a pre-alpha game. Okay, so concluding this month's live stream, we got a quick studio update with a speech about the current layoffs in the industry, but that's far too heavy for today's breakdown, so I will move on to the brief art update, which was unfortunately not very interesting. We took a look at some 2-mock concept art teasing future merch. They showed us a couple of concepts for spell effects and the direction Intrepid are taking the finalized versions, as well as a new Cyclops variant. And finally—
guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, Rogue is broken. Ranger is broken. That's the balance. That's it.
we got a 3D model of the peaking Loris, but literally, who asked? And that's pretty much everything from this month's showcase, and what a showcase it was. Intrepid have really started the year off strong, and with the Bard teased for the near future, it's only going to continue going up from here. 2024 is the year of Ashes of Creation, so if you want to come and deep dive the live stream frame by frame with us over the next 30 days, come join us over at twitch.tv/Narcoverse, and I'll see you in the next one because you're high over the next 30.
What the fuck? That's the joke, dude. The Bard is dot healing. Push a back away, like. What is this, dude? Good stuff.
I'll see you in the next one because you're high on copium. Hey, what up?
Yeah, I mean, wow, dude. You could say something about the spell effects. I know Narc fucking hates it. There's a little clip here where he started going ham on the blizzard. But it's not bad. Blue! Look at that shit. Put it in there for the short. Look at that. Blue lightning bolts. And the lightning ball is blue. Why is there so many things that are blue, dude? They're like blue.
Creation is in a very
whatever the fuck
functional state, not a playable one. That includes these spells, the textures, the quality of the overall game, and the UI will...
Someone needs to cast Blizzard over here. It was like the smallest cast of Blizzard ever. Was that
as
it?
to what?
There it is. Slow it down. Whatever's going on in the background. That splash of blue is that's the Ranger ability, right? And that's also blue. That's not even a mage ability.
Was addressed by...
Currently, I'm not exactly sure what this is. On top of this guy's head. That's blue. Looks blue, kind of purplish.
Steven.
This now that you see this guy starting to cast Blizzard, which is blue in nature, but it's, you know, like white, I guess, whatever it is, snow.
Why?
It's big. Now the problem is, like, is it? I mean, I don't know, guys. I get it looks crazy, kinda. I mean, it could be toned down. Is it the end of the world? I don't think so.
You see, I
like the yellow ability. It's like a tree of life type thing. I don't know what this top thing is, like a trident, but that was cool. You go back a little bit. Look at that. That's cool.
Optimization, LOD refinement, spell polish, and just the overall presentation has not been worked on yet.
Oh, look at that! Hold on. What is that ability? What is that?
On yet. They've said this in the past many times, but Ashes of overall presentation has...
Oh no, that's just a somersault. We're seeing. It's a somersault from the side angle.
Overall presentation has not been worked on yet.
Okay.
I've said this in the past many times, but
oh. two playback speed 2 times is my natural habitat.
Gist of Creation is in a very functional state, not a playable one. That includes these spells, the textures, the quality of the overall game, and the UI will get polished as the Alpha 2 approaches. But for now, everything is set up so the team can show systems and listen to our feedback to see
whatever this channeling ability is,
they're on the right path.
That's also, I mean, I get that it's lightning, but I don't know. So far, there's just a lot of blue.